Armwrestling handles. So how they work and how to use them. So I have 4 variations of armwrestling handles here. We have multi-spinner, we have strap handle, we have wrist wrench or winding handle, and we have rolling handle. I'm going to explain to you how do they work, what kind of things you can train with them, and how they are different from one another. As you can see, we have some handles here from Titan Grip, which we work together, but also we have some, literally, I made this with a PVC pipe, some tape, and an old strap. And this is good enough to work. But if you want quality items and you want to support us, get yourself something from Titan Grip. As you can see, they have multi-spinners like this. These are the strap handles I made myself, but if you put big enough weight, it kind of cracks. But these are good quality, and you will use them for many, many years, and most likely almost a lifetime warranty. So help us, check it out. Link is in the description, and code everything. So multi-spinner. The difference with multi-spinner with almost any other handle is because it comes with a one strap. So that means it's single direction. So this means it's not equal on your whole hand, like from both sides, but more on one side. So here you can really work out some specific parts. If you say, let's say you pull in a hook, you want these fingers to be really strong. So you might put it and use it like this, where all the tension is going through these 2 fingers, where, you know, if you're pulling more of a top roll and you want to develop strength on these fingers, you do the opposite. You go the other way and you put it up like this. So this will develop that strength exactly in those positions, and it helps you develop that directional strength. So for me, I pull in a hook and I use it a lot because I'm very much, I need to be able to turn my opponent right here with these fingers, right like this. So I can practice it with a multi-spinner like this. And I can cup it like this and really focus on driving all my power through those 2 fingers right here. So it really comes down to what you want to work, but multi-spinner is great for that. Not only you can wrap it around so it mimics like position in the strap, you can also develop strength just from the go, like I showed the first. So I call this no wrap because you're holding on to it like this. You can do variations where you just, without the thumb, it's even harder. We talked about a lot of these exercises in some other videos, and I post the links in the description for all the things multi-spinner I have showed before, so you can go and check out those videos and get more understanding. But to understand easy, this is single direction. So it develops strength on one side of your hand more than the other. Strap handle. So as you can see, it has a strap going through it. I like this handle because it can really isolate some parts of your arm that you really want. And I see there's many different variations how you can use it, and I'm going to show you a few of those. So as you see, there's a strap. That means that the handle cannot escape your arm because it's tied to your arm. So that's why the strap, right? So you don't have to be afraid it's going to escape, so you can load up pretty big weights on your hand. So if you put it like this, I have it right here over my knuckle, it's on my fingers. So now if I take the weight out, even if I let go, it's not going anywhere because it's on my fingers right here. So all the tension is going through my fingers. And if I hold it here, it really mimics the position where you kind of contain and then you can cup in, contain and cup in. So this puts more pressure on your fingers, and this is where the position comes in. The second variation is you put it on your palm like this. So now I'll show you. I take it out, and if I open my hand, it's really, if it's tight enough, it's not going to even slip forward. So there's much less tension on my fingers, but still some. So again, I can contain and really work on my wrist. Really work on my wrist. Because you have to understand, this fingers, wrist is 2 different things. Cupping, 3 different things. So here I can really focus on containing with my fingers and cupping in. Containing, cupping in. Then the variation I use sometimes, you go on your wrist like this, and then you get a hold of it in the palm like this. See? So you take it like this and you take it out. If I open my hand completely, there's almost no tension on my fingers, right? I would say almost zero. So now I can really work on my wrist power turning in. So it literally goes higher it is over the fingers, more finger containment strength, more on palm, a little bit of middle ground, more on wrist, just all wrist. Because here, like, fingers are not working, it's only my wrist working. So you can isolate parts of your arm wrestling game where you want to get stronger and use it. I love this just because of that. This is the famous wrist wrench or winding handle. Also, you can use strap handle the same way, but I like it when it's separate because this is just made for that. So because you have to roll it up or wind it like this, it will try to slip out. So it creates extra tension. So this is great for people that really, some people, as soon as they cup their hand or turn their wrist or curl their wrist, they don't have any containment from fingers. So this will teach you to get that. So you can take a grip with your thumb here, you can take a grip with your thumb here. It really depends on what you're working on, but you can have it. And now as you curl it, it's still trying to rotate me outwards. So there's tension all the time. It never lets loose of tension, and it's tension on everything. So if I'm working really on my positioning, especially in a deep hook, I think it's a great handle. And because it's trying to escape this, it works really well on your finger containment, where you have to contain your opponent, where you have to contain the handle, and then you turn it in. So most of the time in arm wrestling, you want less tension on your fingers, so you build enough finger strength here where you don't care. So world famous rolling handle. This is probably the most used arm wrestling equipment everywhere. I do still use it, but not as much because I'm now I have to be more specific about my training, but to develop like good cupping power, everything, this is great because it will add tension on your fingertips. You have to hold it here. It will add tension on your wrist when you cup it in. So it's always working, but again, it's not the same as, let's say, winding handle where it's trying to escape you even when you curl it. So here you can work a lot of different positions. This is like the classic arm wrestling handle, and how you use it, it's up to you. Most of the things that I showed are used training wrist. Very rarely you can kind of combine it with your bicep training or something, but it's made for building wrist and also adding stress to your wrist where you do your side pressure motions. So let's say I'm either training my wrist like this in positions, or I'm doing my side pressure together with my wrist, where you teach your body that you need to have your hand working together with everything else. So most people that start arm wrestling, they want to do it like this. They forgot about the wrist, and then in arm wrestling matches, they don't really have any wrist control or position gain. So with this, you can always teach yourself that first move is this, and then you go sideways. So all these 4 arm wrestling handles are very much into my and almost everyone arm wrestler that I know when they train their wrist strength. So I already talked about building finger strength or grip strength or containment strength for arm wrestling. I'm going to link that video below, but this is more about wrist, and there's a difference. I think from watching this video you will understand where the difference is, especially with the strap handle, because I do believe it shows it the best. It's up to you what do you need in your training, but if I have all these 4 and at least one more handle for, let's say, my grip, my finger containment, I don't need anything else. So if you can, support us, get your handles from titangrip.com. Link is in description. There's a discount code also. If you want to learn more, check out those videos that I tagged down in description. And if you want to get better and you just started, join Arm Wrestling Academy. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.